Today I'm joined by Steve Collins from PhyterBerry. Hi, Steve. Thank you so much for taking part
Thanks for inviting me.
So could you tell me the name of your project or innovation and the issue that it's tackling?
So the name is PhyterBerry. It's a brand of aronia-based nutraceuticals. So aronia are a berry from, originally they're a Native American Indian berry that were grown for health, for benefits. They used to grow them to treat colds and flus. And I'm now growing them in the mountains in West Cork, high up in really bad soil. They're incredibly healthy. They've got the highest level of these bioactives called polyphenols, which are really good for your metabolic health and longevity. And so I'm growing these up in the hills in West Cork.
So what makes aronia berries innovative then?
It's the first time they've been really grown in Ireland. They're a very hardy berry. They can grow on the worst possible land. So the land I've got them on is grey glacial clay that would normally only be used for forestry, and even actually they're so high they would have normally only be used for coniferous forestry and possibly sheep. So I think that the key thing about them is that it will grow on land and make land productive that would normally be just used for very low intensity agriculture. And they're producing a high quality berry that has amazing health properties.
Wow, that's really interesting. You mentioned some already, but are there any other standout features of aronia berries?
So you can take them at PhyterBerry. We have juices, we have freeze-dried berries, we have a concentrate, we have powders, we have capsules. So you can take them in a variety of ways. And what they do, they have several key effects to improve your metabolic health. So the first thing, they lower your blood glucose after eating them. And I don't know if you've heard of metabolic syndrome, but it's the constellation of high blood pressure, poor blood sugar control, poor blood fats, and central obesity. And it's affecting about 30% of Irish adults. And it's driven by having spikes in blood glucose. And so aronia berries will lower, after eating carbs or eating chocolate or sweet things, they will stop the spike in blood glucose that then will stop the progression to metabolic syndrome and diabetes and high blood pressure and the like. So they have this key benefit there, but they feed the microbiome. I don't know if you've heard of the microbiome, which is the trillions of bugs in your gut, which are fundamental to good health. So the polyphenols in aronia will go through into the large intestine and they will improve the microbiome, and that will make you much more resilient and much more healthy. They're antioxidants, they're anti-inflammatories, and they're antiseptics. So they've got a wide range of health benefits.
Wow, there's a lot packed into one little berry.
Yeah, there is. They're the highest. So these polyphenols, if you think of superfoods, you've got blackberries, you've got black currants, you've got cherries, and the thing that characterizes them is that they've got this deep purple color. Well, aronia are almost black. They've got so much of this. They've got 3 times more of these health-giving products than blueberries, for example. So everyone says blueberries are really healthy, which they are, but the aronia berries have 3 times more of the ingredients that make them superfoods. So they are incredibly healthy. Yeah. Well, I'm 95. Look, I only look about 60.
I'm sure there are people watching this that are now wondering, what can we do? Or are there any actions, or what can people watching this do?
Yeah, so PhyterBerry, we're committed. We want an Irish product grown in Ireland, made in Ireland. So I started growing these in 2016, and then the first commercial plot was in 2019. And after about 3 years, when I realized, wow, they produce even in the worst conditions, I wanted to try and provide a route to market so that farmers could start growing these. So we started the PhyterBerry brand to do that. And already we're outselling what I can produce by about 100-fold. So we're having to import from Poland. We've teamed up with an organic farm in Poland. So we're actively looking for farmers to grow these in Ireland, with a view to supplying us, in about 3 or 4 years when they start to get reasonable harvests.
So those farmers that you are trying to target now, where can they find out more information?
The best way if they're interested in growing, get in contact with me by email.
Thanks so much, Steve.
Great. Good. I hope that was helpful.